Hey, it's Zach. Hope you're doing well. I got a fresh list of Android apps, finally, and as always, links to all of them are down below in the description, as well as a link to this phone stand, because I know a lot of you like this thing. Alright, so the first app is Tiny Weather. Now this one's just a few months old, and it's one of the cleanest, most simple weather apps you'll come across. There's not a whole lot to navigate. You get your basic info, hourly and daily forecast, things like humidity, wind speed, and more, the usual. The app is ad-free, and the developer has stated that home screen widgets are on the way, so a thumbs up for that. There are a ton of weather applications out there, a lot of which cram in as much information as possible, and that's great, but it's also nice to have minimal ones too. Keeping in with a minimal theme, this minimalist productivity launcher looks to help you reduce the time you spend on your phone. A digital detox, as they say. This launcher keeps your most used applications and relevant information at the forefront. You get the time and date, your phone's battery percentage, as well as day in progress percentage and year in progress percentage. I always appreciate little things like this. It kind of helps put things into perspective and it shows just how quickly time is moving. This launcher has a good amount of customization baked in, with over 20 different themes to choose from, the option to enable and use third-party icon packs. You can change the overall font. You can adjust what shows up on the home screen, how the app drawer operates, which gestures are enabled, and you can do other things like hide and rename applications. This launcher is super clean with the status bar hidden by default and no ads to be found. It's well thought out and I think it's worth a shot. Next up, we've got Spaghetti Wallpapers. Brought to us by the same developer that created the Unusual Wallpapers app, this one boasts nearly 170 different walls to choose from, and if you're familiar with the Unusual Wallpapers collection, then you know you can expect quality here. These are very well made, there are lots of different looks and styles, and overall, this has quickly become a go-to wallpaper app for me. At app number 4, we're looking at Newsreels. This is a solid way to stay up to date on the latest headlines and news stories from your area and around the world. You can browse different topics and categories, you can follow different news channels, and for when you're running short on time or don't feel like reading a whole lot, you can take advantage of the TikTok-like Newsreels function. You can also browse news stories and reels posted by the community, and one thing that I really like about this app in particular is its appearance. It's classy and modern, and just like every other application on this list, it's clean. It's a nice option for a primary news app as it has a lot to offer from top to bottom. Halfway down the list, we've got 3 good things. As the name suggests, this app has you log 3 good things that happened during the day on a daily basis. The goal of this app is to get users to consistently practice gratitude. And if this is added to a daily routine, according to a multi-year study from Duke and UC Davis, the benefits include higher levels of joy, optimism, and happiness, lower blood pressure, and more. With everything going on in the world, something as simple as this can really help. And it's fun being able to look back at things that have happened as time goes on. The app is well thought out, and it helps add some positivity to your day. Next up, we've got Vocabulary. Now this is the oldest application on the list at over 5 years old, but at some point since then it's gotten some updates and a nice facelift. It's always great to learn new things, right? And something I need to work on is adding words to my vocabulary, and this is a great way to do just that. You can share and favorite words to keep track of them, there's audible pronunciation, you can get daily reminders for new words, there's a home screen widget that you can set to update at different intervals, and for $20 a year you get access to a lot more words and categories. You unlock the ability to create word collections, and you get more themes. Meretricious, okay, it sounds like Merry Christmas. Meretricious, lachrymose, annui. How do you pronounce this again? Pusillanimous, desultory, glib, all words I had no idea existed until I saw them here. Try it out. Alright, so I got a couple games here, and this one's called Tides. It's a super chill game centered around fishing, and that's pretty much it. There are a number of different objectives to complete and a large number of different fish to catch and collect. As you progress, you unlock new island locations where you'll find new fish, you can get new accessories, new boats, and back on your home island you can hire fishing assistants to help out while you're gone and not playing. And there's a lot more to this game that I haven't even mentioned yet. But overall, it's got nice graphics, relaxing music, and if your phone has good haptics, this game takes advantage of that and makes the experience even more enjoyable. The other game is called Words Collide. The objective here is to come up with and spell out as many words as possible with the set of letters you're given. When playing against an opponent, you can utilize the letters already played, and together you try to achieve the highest score possible while simultaneously attempting to score the best word. Each letter has a number for scoring purposes, so the longer the words, the higher the value. There's a single player mode where you can try to beat your own highest score, and there are a number of challenges to complete. There's also an upgrade section where you can unlock new things like additional letters, increased hand size in single and multiplayer mode, and more. more. It's a fun and challenging game that gets you thinking. It's also a game where you will greatly benefit from that vocabulary app. Second to last, we've got Elega for KWGT. I've talked about this one before. This is one of my current favorite widget packs. There are over 100 different ones to choose from. They all share a classy and modern design language, and there are styles and types for pretty much any use case. There are even Android 12 inspired widgets, which look great. And it's with this pack that I made one of my favorite home screen setups. I did drop a video on this setup. You can find it in the card right here or in the link in the description. There are over 30 wallpapers included, which act as perfect backdrops for these widgets, and I highly recommend this one for you customization freaks out there. Last but not least, we've got retroPod. Now this one's been out for a couple of years, and I don't think I have to explain this one too much because I think it does that on its own. This is an MP3 player application that looks like an old school iPod, and it works pretty much exactly like an old school iPod. When I first tried this, it put a huge smile on my face, and I'm sure it'll do the same if you had one back in the day or ever used one. You can change the theme of the UI, like the background color, and even the wheel color if you want. The app even has that brick game. This thing is awesome. On top of all of this, it works great as a music player. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great rush of nostalgia for sure. So that's going to do it for this month's best Android apps. Leave a like if you enjoyed, that really helps out the channel, and subscribe if you're new. It's been Zach, I'll talk to you later, and thank you so much for watching.